on this hump day. Let's look at the numbers. 69 degrees, the current temperature right now. That dew point also in the mid-60s. That's a measure of moisture in the atmosphere. So we can see some areas of patchy fog with them being pretty close. It's a little more humid than yesterday, but not bad. Just not quite as refreshing as yesterday. Yesterday morning, we had a couple spots in the upper 50s. Not happening right now, but still 61 in Allentown's comfortable. 63 in Trenton, 69 in the city. It's 70 in Wilmington, but just 60 in Tabernacle. You're waking up at 73 degrees on the boardwalk in Atlantic City with a few clouds out there. You can almost see a couple little specks on the radar. One or two spots could get a quick spotty shower similar to yesterday where most of the area is dry and one spot or two gets a little shower. Probably a better chance maybe west of the city today instead of east of the city like we saw yesterday. In the Lehigh Valley, some sunshine mixing with the clouds. 84. It's a nice day, pretty bright. 87 in the city, warm, a touch humid. 79 at the shore with a nice sea breeze and a low risk of rip currents. A little cooler there with that flowing off the ocean, Matt. Right as you head out the doors, it feels good out there today. So good morning, everybody. Time to rise and shine and greet this day. We've got a good one for your hump day. As we look at these numbers heading out the door, temperatures are pretty comfortable. At 7 a.m. it's 70 degrees. Similar temperature profile from yesterday. At 1 o'clock it's 83. At 4 o'clock you're sitting at 87. Right around average for this time of year with sunshine and some clouds. We are noticing a few more clouds this morning than we saw yesterday. And also it's not quite as refreshing. The humidity's up a little bit. Nothing terrible just yet. Today, nice breeze at the shore today, 79 degrees. If this has been your week at the shore, it's been nice there. Tomorrow, sunny sky and 81. Friday, warm and muggy, but even then holding in the upper 80s. Saturday, 83 with only a stray storm. Saturday at the shore looks pretty dry. In the city of a slightly better chance for a storm on Saturday, and we are going to introduce that heat by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll talk about that in that 7-day forecast and see which day is the hottest coming up in just a few minutes. Aliana. Let's talk about this day ahead. We've got a pretty nice day for your hump day. Here's what you need to know. Humidity is slowly on the rise. It's noticeable today, but not too bad. It's not quite as refreshing as yesterday. The 90s return tomorrow, and the humidity upticks even more. The weekend does turn unsettled. It's not a washout, but you do have a shot for a couple of storms around. Let's look at current conditions. 69 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Not bad to start you off right now. Satellite and radar showing a few clouds here or there around the region. You can start to see what looks like an isolated shower wanting to pop up to the west. Most of the day is dry, but can't rule out an isolated shower in one or two spots. At lunchtime, it's 81. At 1 o'clock, it's 83. At 2 o'clock, holding in the low 80s. A good idea to get a sweet treat this afternoon. At 3 o'clock, you're at 87. At 4 o'clock, holding in the upper 80s with sunshine and some clouds mixing. A good day ahead. At 5 o'clock, it's 84. No issues with air quality again today. We've been in the good zone lately, and that continues today. As we look at the next few days, the city versus the shore, we start to warm things up. Upper 80s today in the city, but holding in the upper 70s at the shore today. Tomorrow, 91 in the city, holding in the low 80s at the shore. A good place to beat the heat at the shore. Friday, 97 degrees for your high. At the shore, 87 degrees. So even though it's warmer at the shore, not roasting like we are, where temperatures nearly 100 degrees by Friday. Also by Friday, it turns a little unsettled. There's a front that tries to come through Friday evening. This model suggesting by 7 o'clock, maybe one or two places get a storm on Friday. A better chance is that front kind of gets hung up over the weekend. Not a washout. In fact, a lot of models showing Saturday mostly dry. It's just hot, 93, maybe a quick storm in the afternoon, but any one could produce some really heavy downpours if you get it. On Sunday, a better chance. It looks like this front comes near us and just a couple of waves of energy roll along it. You get humid conditions with a couple of scattered showers or storms around and a high of 88 degrees. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. We've got a good one today. A good deal of sunshine mixing with some clouds. 87, no problems for the Phils at the ballpark tonight. Tomorrow, hot and humid and 91. Feeling the heat a little more, but by Friday it's really steamy. 97, feeling like the triple digits. Watch for the chance for a storm in the evening or at nighttime. Saturday, stifling humidity. 93 for your high. Clouds and some sunshine. Could be an afternoon storm, but a better chance on Sunday for a few showers or a storm around. 88 degrees for your high. On On Sunday, it could be at any point. On Monday, I know I'm out. Good morning, everybody. Let's take a look and show you what it looks like out there this morning as you're heading out early on. The humidity is up there a little bit. I mean, he's not too miserable about it, but he's noticing it with our humidity emoji out here. So today, it's humid as you head outside. Not quite as refreshing as it was yesterday. Temperature-wise, though, it's only a degree or two warmer than yesterday, so it still feels pretty good out there. Satellite and radar showing a few clouds here or there. At the moment, partly cloudy skies. We've got a nice start to the day. 69 degrees the current temperature in the city. You're only at 61 in Allentown, feeling good to the north. 65 in Millville, a warmer 73 on the boardwalk in AC. And you see this flow coming in off the ocean, so you're going to stay just under 80 degrees if you're at the shore. A good day there. Here's what you can expect as you're heading out the door at 8 o'clock. Pretty comfortable start. Not as refreshing as yesterday, but temperature-wise, we'll take it. Low 70s, some sunshine out there. At lunchtime, partly cloudy and 81. At 4 o'clock, a seasonable 87. Maybe one or two places similar to yesterday. One or two towns could get a quick sprinkle through the afternoon, but most of the area staying dry. At 8 o'clock, partly sunny skies and 80 degrees. Nice night for baseball again, Matt, if I'm being offered one or the other. Good morning, everybody. Here's what to expect today. 87 degrees for your high. I love how he just picks flowers for us off of someone's ground. Touch humid out there, but you know what? It still feels pretty good. Like Matt said, it's not as uncomfortable as it has been lately. Sunshine and some clouds around. We are heating up by tomorrow, so you're going to notice more in the way of the heat and the humidity come tomorrow. Satellite and radar showing just a few clouds out and about. It's mostly clear through the area. It's a good start to the day. Heading out for that morning run. Not quite as refreshing as yesterday, but we'll take it. At 7 a.m., it's 70 degrees. Temperature profile is pretty similar to yesterday. At 9, it's 75. At 11, it's 80. At 1 o'clock, it's 83, with sunshine mixing with a few clouds here and there. And I do want to show you a future tracker, kind of similar to yesterday. While most of the area is dry, there's a little bit of a boundary that does set up, and maybe one or two spots get a quick little sprinkle. This is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, showing the chance in the afternoon. I think it's mostly dry in the city, but maybe one or two spots get a quick sprinkle. I felt literally just a drizzle drop when I was at the Phils game last night. It was a great night at the ballpark, and today will be similar. At first pitch at 7:05, it's slightly humid. You're noticing a fair amount of clouds and 81 degrees. By the ninth inning, it's 75, partly cloudy skies. So pretty comfortable at the ballpark. Maybe not a ton of sun to start you off, but it starts off pretty late at 7:05. Late this week, we really start to heat up and we ramp up the humidity. You're going to notice a big change. So tomorrow we're inching our way up. 91 for your high, feels like 94. Friday's 97, feeling like 105. Saturday low 90s, but feeling like around 100 because of the intense humidity on Saturday. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Sunshine and a few clouds. We've got a good one today. 87 for your high. Tomorrow loads of sunshine, starting to heat up, and 91, but it's a nice bright day. On Friday, it's steamy. The humidity's up, and that temperature is a record-tying 97. It looks pretty dry. Can't rule out an evening or nighttime storm. I think one or two people get it and not everybody. But if you do, it could produce some really good downpours. And then Saturday, same situation. I don't think we see a lot of storms, but if you get one, it could produce some good downpours. Chance for one in the afternoon on Saturday, 93. This front kind of stalls through the area. At this point, it's looking like Saturday is the better chance for a few scattered showers or a storm around here or there. 88 degrees for your high. That activity pulls the temp down a little bit, but the temp comes right back on Monday.
And Karen
That's
is
all
our
I've got.
in-house
You know who has
cheerleader.
no dance skills?
Come on,
I
Karen.
would love a pom.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh.
1 and 2. Here we go. Let's see, Karen. Go, Karen. There we
Listen,
go.
I could do the weather and palm it up. That's all I got. Right, girls? All right. Thanks. That was so much fun.
Ladies,
Thanks for brightening
thank
our
you,
morning
Julia
up.
and Michaela with Flyers Ice Team. Thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck this weekend, and single game tickets for the Flyers go on sale at 10 this morning, Karen Rogers.
10 this morning.
Yes.
Let's do it. I'm voting Aliana in as an honorary member of the team.
Come on,
right? She's
I would
got
love
the
to.
moves. I've got the Poms. We're set. Thanks, girls.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, good morning, everybody. Grab that cup of coffee. This will wake you up, right? Let's see if I could do that and have a clicker in my hand. Multi-talented. Here's your coffee forecast for the day today. At 7 a.m., it's 70 degrees. Those girls don't need it. They've already had a few cups. They're full of energy. At 9 o'clock, it's 75. At 10, it's 77. Me, I'm going in for another cup momentarily. At the shore today, the forecast looking great. Nice breeze today, 79 degrees for your high, so looking good. A decent amount of sunshine, low risk of rip currents. Sunny skies tomorrow, 81. Friday, warm and muggy, 87. Saturday, partly cloudy, only a stray storm. Saturday's looking great at the shore. We've been talking about the storm chances, and if you get one here in the city, it could have some really good downpours. We'll talk about that in that 7-day forecast. Coming up, Aliana with a little more pep in your step. Thanks for this.
Ooh, yes.